Good morning and welcome to La La La.
This morning, reporting from
Ching,
Donaldson,
ching, ching.
Tennessee.
We need the papers. Ching, ching, ching.
We really do. I feel like we just need all of the things. Like we've got the coffee now, which I feel like is usually off screen for the reporters, but that's fine. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to be perfect reporters. We need our little papers that have our prompts, and we need the little teleprompter over here so that we can read it and talk to you and sound like little robots.
But we do look into the camera, and I'm like, every time that you and I both look into the camera, I'm like,
we're like, hello.
reporting live. Anyway, that's like my dream come true because
We really just need to get you into these newsrooms. You could absolutely crush it.
No, I wanted to just say whatever I want to say. And that is here. So welcome to La La La. I'm Lauren.
I'm Adam.
And if you didn't know, LNA, that's us.
La.
La.
La. La.
Okay, so let's just get into how we're doing. How was this weekend for you?
It was challenging.
Oh.
It was a lot of different things, obviously.
Okay.
We had the full spectrum yesterday. We had a baby shower and a funeral yesterday. So it's a little
That was a full spectrum day.
full spectrum. Day before, amazing.
We had
so
a
fun.
gender reveal.
Yes.
Not our gender reveal,
Not
somebody
ours.
else's gender
Yeah.
reveal.
There's just too many pregnant people right now. I mean, not too many. So many.
We're just glad we're a part of the crew.
Oh my God. Could not imagine not being a part of the crew right now. That would be devastating.
Yeah, so it was a really long, very big weekend. I personally am so tired, but wired. I just love doing this podcast. I love getting up and having a purpose to get ready, and it's just so fun. And it takes me back to our tour days.
Yeah.
When
for sure.
we got up and basically within an hour had to be behind
At a radio station?
behind a camera,
Behind a mic?
or behind a mic.
Yeah,
In
just
front
like
of a
this.
camera. And so it takes me back.
Except you were tired of basic back then. I said, except you were tired of basic back then because of
The album.
every time you guys would get behind the mic, that's what you were talking about. Was like an album. You had a
Yeah.
very specific thing that you were like, we're gonna fill this slot, we're gonna knock it out in 10 minutes, and we're gonna do our little liners and get out.
No, but that's the thing. When we did radio, I feel like we weren't. That's why we liked it, is because we could actually talk about other things. Our favorite radio shows were whenever people would have questions outside of our music, and we got to just be humans and talk like normal people. So anyway, that's what drew me to podcasting. I think growing up, I always wanted to do radio. That's all that existed. And then I did radio on tour, and now doing podcasting. It's just a forever love of mine.
Yeah, of course.
Just
it's the passion.
yeah, it's just getting hyped up, and tired and wired is the
It's funny
name
because
of the game.
even when we were on tour, the thing that you always said is that people love me for my music and my voice, but people don't actually want to hear what I have to say. And it was one of the most challenging things for you when we were out on the road and you were finding success with music.
Well, towards the end too, I think as you continue in any industry, you find yourself being pigeonholed because something works.
Yeah.
And something, people are grabbing onto something. And so I think towards the end, mostly it was that people wanted to hear the same exact stories over and over, the same outcomes, the same whatever. And that also is specifically because we were in a religious industry. And so there was
You
there
have
was
to
one
be healed.
plus 1 plus 1 equals 2,
Uh-huh.
And so
Yeah.
I think in any entertainment industry, anyone would say a niche finds you, and then you kind of want to rebel against the niche that works because you're a human being that evolves. But then management, or
They'll keep you in line.
or labels or things like that, they're like, no, this worked, continue doing that. So anyway, all that to say, happy to be here.
How was your weekend?
And the weekend was, it was great. It was so busy. My Oura ring this morning told me I did not get enough sleep, which even though I've had nights where I was up for 2.5 hours at different times, I still have always managed to get at least 7 hours.
Yeah.
Last night I got 5.5.
Not great.
So me and the baby, I'm pregnant, by the way, if you're new here,
Just to let you know.
are tired today. He woke up with
believe
me. I felt him, but now he's back asleep.
He's like, we shouldn't be yet. No.
Yeah. So
Luckily, he doesn't have to be interviewed on the radio.
Yeah. So one day. But
You'll be you're going to be a star, kid.
So it was a crazy weekend. It was nice to feel like we were out and about with humans again. Sometimes it takes us having events. It is always the weekend before my birthday. My birthday's on Wednesday as we're recording this. And it is like always, there's like so much going on the week before my birthday. I think it's like, I don't know what
like
it is.
Everybody's getting everything out of their system before summer's over.
Something in the air. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, gender reveals and baby showers and like funeral, like you can't help that. But yeah, no, but it was just like so nice to like be around people and be out and people see us together as pregnant. Like there's a lot of people who haven't even seen us in person since like I've been pregnant. And so I don't know. I felt like in my space, like I was like, yeah, like this is nice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people, I'm on social media. And so like a lot of these people see me online all the time. And, you know, being a chronically online human being, I think a lot of people like, well, they'll keep up with what you're doing, but not everybody's like, especially people you know in real life. Like, please, like, I don't need those people like always like seeing or like commenting.
Liking,
like, I'm not. There's no pressure in that way. I've definitely moved on from that mindset. And so, but for me, it's like so nice because like I can like sometimes barely keep up with people because they're not online. They're just like normal people.
Yeah, right.
And so it was nice to see humans in real life and then get to talk about what they've seen of me online and us and like be able to actually hear and be like, oh yeah, you have seen that.
Yeah, right.
Been on a journey and like, oh, you have like. I don't know. It was nice. It's just nice.
Like, oh yeah, you are observing my life. That's nice from the outside to be like, okay, great. I don't have to recap all these stories.
Yeah. Well, and it feels like it a little bit of this year because of like being sick and then the summer being so, how long has it been? I want to swear. So hot. I just feel like we've kind of been in like a quarantine type.
Yeah.
Like it's felt a little 2020
you're kind of
vibes.
like stuck in the house.
Yeah. And so
bored in the house and you're in the house bored.
So yeah, so it was nice. It was nice to be out. Anyway, and actually, that being said, I actually do want to go into local shout out. So I want to do local shout out to the place we went to, the gender reveal, and I mean, it's not always going to be 100% like glowing reviews, but this place was gorgeous from the inside. Like, highly recommend it. It's called Studio House. It's like it's literally a studio in Nashville.
Like a photo studio.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do anything in there, but
there was an event in there and it was so pretty, like iconic, but also be warned if you are looking for a studio place, like the area, sketchy.
Yeah.
Like
don't
real
try to go
sketchy.
anywhere.
Don't.
I made that mistake. I tried to go so many places.
And Adam,
I'm fine. I can survive anywhere.
No, and
People
they were nice to everybody was nice to you, but it was sketchy. It was a sketchy area. There's like, you know, on the outside there's like cockroaches on the stairs. There's like cobwebs all over the outside doors. But you walk inside and it's like a dream. So
yeah, it was beautiful in there.
Anyway, so that's my little
local shout out is a little bit more to shout out to the local government of Nashville, Tennessee, because Percy Priest Dam, so legit. It's 3 minutes from us. I feel like we're trapped a little bit in the city land because we can hear the interstate from our house. We have planes going over us all the time because we are deep into Nashville. And 3 minutes down the road is just a gorgeous lake with a river that runs along a trail that you just, I mean, I go for a run there every day. And you just get 5 minutes into your run. The street noise fades away and it's just like straight into the woods.
It's so nice.
So nice that that's been kept up. They're like refinishing some of it right now. They've got this whole area that's like a bridge path that runs like almost over top of the river.
Oh.
And it's been like collapsed for a little while and they're finally like revitalizing it.
That's cool.
And I'm really excited to go do that.
That's really nice, especially in the summer and the heat, because like there's a lot of shaded area. I think that's why we've avoided going at different times, is because I want to be out in the sun. But in the summer, we probably should have gone there. It would have been.
We've still got time.
Yeah, it would have been more shaded, because our walks that we've been going to are just. It's been so hot. It's been so hot in
beautiful,
Nashville.
but it is very warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you listening to? This speed round.
I am listening to Critical Role. That's pretty much it right now.
What is that?
It is a D&D podcast thing.
Right.
That It's all that's been on my mind lately because me and my friends finally decided to be nerds out loud. And so
Love that for
I'm
you.
trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to do the whole thing. So that's pretty much it. I don't know. There's so much to it. And also if you're outside of it and don't really care, you're like, okay, dork, whatever, move on. But it is, imagine if you've ever been in theater or if you've ever been around theater type people, or if you've ever been to like an improv show. It's that energy. It's the creativity. It's the like, I have no idea what's happening next. It's the mutual story writing. It's all of that wrapped up in a group that you don't have to like pay to go to because it's just your buddies. And you get these like long-standing relationships with each other and with yourself, really, because you're creating and writing this character generally and usually around your own stories and your own trauma and the things you want to heal. So it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of therapy. It's a little bit of creativity.
It sounds cute. Like the way you're describing it sounds cute.
Yeah, it's just like wrapped in this like huge dork wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've seen people have some really incredible breakthroughs with themselves just going through something like this. So going through a campaign, as it's called.
I think that, yeah, right. I think it's cute. And I'm really happy for you that you have that, like a group of guys that you can like hang out with and like do something specific. Like,
yeah,
it's just, so that's just fun. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a bunch of like artist type guys. And it's like they're all hot guys. So at some point we could all get on camera. We could be our own critical role.
Yeah,
we could
it's
definitely
true.
do this.
It's true. I did mention, I was like, I'm glad that like it's a group of young, handsome men. Like,
that does help things.
It just, I'm like, when I like visualize you playing D&D, and it's just like I know what I'm visualizing, and it's like, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, you're not like in some stinky dungeon.
No, God, no. We have cute snacks. We have beers. I don't have beers, but we have beers.
Yeah.
It's very cute. What are you listening to?
I am listening. Well, recently this weekend we were listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire because my dad was in town and he loves Earth, Wind, and Fire. And
I swear that music follows him. It turns on every single time he walks into a room.
What, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yes. And specifically the song September.
I know it's kind of crazy, but it is his song. He's born in September. He's a fellow Virgo.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I literally forgot to put on my Virgo necklace. I meant to. But anyway, so yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire I've been listening to. And then as far as podcasts go, I actually brought back, because I everyone goes through podcast season, so I understand for like even our listenership, like I get it. I'm now like listening back to the Dream Bigger podcast. The owner of Array, she's the podcast host.
She's the one dreaming bigger.
Yeah, and she is a bit more like it's like a girl boss self-development, but style and fashion and like making something of yourself, routine, like that type of thing, which I love. Like that's my Virgo probably like coming in. That's like this season. But I was just talking to somebody about this like the other day. Like I have gone through seasons because I have personally gone through seasons, and so I was in a phase where I was only listening to like straight up just comedy for like for a long time, because with our miscarriages and with our whatever. You just needed to lighten. I didn't want anybody telling me anything else to do. Like I was doing so much research and whatever. Maybe I mentioned this in the last episode too, but
yeah, it just ends up contributing to your stress.
Yeah, so I was like doing a bunch of comedy, and I'm still like down for. I still love that, but I'm like starting to sprinkle back in some like put some pep in your stuff, like some motivational stuff. Cool. So anyway, been listening to the Dream Bigger pod. So
love that.
Whatever. Love it. And then as far as watching, we've watched nothing the past week.
No, we have been so analog lately.
It's been good.
It's been amazing. Highly recommend not watching anything.
Yeah.
It's been like every moment in between cooking or working or, whatever else, any type of creating that we've been doing. It's like journaling and yoga and meditating and doing breath work and petting the dog and looking outside at the clouds. Like it feels like the 90s. If you want nostalgia back in your life, literally just stop watching TV.
Yeah, put the screens down. It's been nice. Adam's finally like he's morphed himself into me / a pregnant woman.
Yeah, absolutely. My body did it for me, but that's fine.
He is no longer, I mean, we'll get into that, but just quickly, like Adam has been dealing with his blood pressure stuff and like whatever. And so because of that, he's like not drinking coffee. He's drinking a tea right now.
Hibiscus
I'm
tea,
the
shout
one
out.
drinking coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out hibiscus tea. And
I'm still your barista though.
Yes.
That's my favorite thing to be.
Yes. And so you're caffeine free. He's alcohol free. I'm obviously alcohol free. Adam's like ready for bed when I'm ready for bed, which is like never the case. So we're like in bed. We're like ready by like 8:30. We're like bedtime. I'm like, this is amazing. Like this is
the only
my
thing
schedule.
is you wake up 2 hours at a time at night.
Yeah.
And I don't. So I just end up getting like 10 hours of sleep.
Well,
is great.
You have
I've
some
been needing
catching
it,
up to do.
Clearly.
Yeah, you have some catching
I
up
had bad
to do.
sleep hygiene. We're getting back on the train.
Plus, when the baby gets here,
Yeah.
I need you having a good log of sleep.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I will absolutely be prepared.
I feel like it kind of does.
For me, definitely.
No, I feel like it kind of does. Like, anyway. So yeah, we haven't been watching anything.
No, nothing at all.
And
The clouds.
yeah, just the clouds. And as far as reading, I actually haven't read either. Like, a
You haven't
whole
read?
lot.
Nothing?
Not the past week.
Wow.
I've just read in the tub, and I haven't taken a bath. So.
She hasn't showered since last week.
No,
Sorry, guys.
I took a shower 2 days ago. Or yesterday. Yeah.
I've been reading a book called Snow Crash, which is like a book from the 90s that is so strangely accurate to what's happening right now. I mean, I haven't gotten deep into it because the second I try to read a book or relax at all, I fall asleep. But
that's the point, though.
That's kind of the point. But it seems cool. The guy's like a pizza delivery guy that apparently you have to go to like a 4-year university to learn how to be a pizza delivery guy because it's really intense. That's all I've gotten into so far in 18 pages. I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this book yet, but apparently it's pretty good. So
But how's it accurate? That's funny.
yeah.
How do you feel like it's
Because-
accurate?
Primarily
Because what?
because okay, yeah, sure. That is not the case right now in America, as far as I'm aware. Nobody's life is being threatened on a 30-minute pizza delivery time.
No.
But it does talk about like living in a VR world and like that kind of stuff. It's all very like cyberpunky, but like pretty accurate. They're like they're a weird character in a weird VR game that's gonna outside of the game is like a vigilante for something.
Oh.
I don't know what.
Okay.
Your eyes just made the SpongeBob blinking noise, and that was hilarious. I think that sums up your reaction to that book.
Like my eyes just glossed over, and honestly, they did kind of. Sorry, but it's kind of true. Okay, but I'm happy for you. You found a book.
You know what? I'm 18 pages in after 3 nights of trying to read it. So cheers to me.
That's hilarious. Okay, eating. Like anything that you're like specifically loving eating.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that I'm
craving.
specifically eating or drinking hibiscus tea, beet juice.
Beet juice is your addition.
Eating bananas like crazy.
He's literally eating and drinking and behaving and exercising and like he is living the fertility diet lifestyle that I kept trying to get him to like really press into when we were trying to conceive.
It just takes me a minute, you know?
So now
I'm finally there. You did it.
No,
I'm so fertile right now.
You probably are. You probably are with the beet juice and all that. And honestly, like your high blood pressure, like it's interesting because like hypertension can certainly lead to fertility issues.
Yeah, for
down
sure.
the road.
Yeah, luckily we caught this pretty darn early.
Yeah. Luckily, you're pretty sensitive. And
I am an HSP.
I even told my dad on the phone about your high blood pressure, and he's like, "Well, what's his numbers?" And I said it, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Like he was like
not concerned.
He was calm about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the nice thing is I'm like, to me it's a big deal because I'm like a perfectionist and a little bit of health anxiety type, but like I haven't always been. I've just always intentionally been really healthy because I know my family has a lot of issues genetically. I just didn't realize that every single man in my life, like in my genetic line, was diagnosed around the age of 30 with hypertension. Every single, like my grandpa, both his brothers, my dad, and my grandma even was diagnosed with it. And I'm like, who knows on my mom's side because they lived out on a farm in nowhere. And I mean, my grandpa on that side, I'm pretty sure died of a stroke.
Yeah, so it's like it's likely both sides. Like you're doubly fucked.
Yeah. So the fact that I'm getting ahead of the curve right now, the moment that I figured it out, I am so grateful.
He's on like a baby medicine.
A baby dose of lisinopril,
Yeah.
what everybody goes on apparently.
So anyway, I mean, obviously, Adam's like lifestyle is like super healthy and clean. So it's like at the end of the day, Western medicine is there to help because
you can't beat your genetics every time.
No. So anyway, yeah. So hibiscus tea, beet juice. That's
what are you eating?
Well, the past week, because there has been a couple days that the weather dipped in the best way possible. I was like, I need a cozy drink. So
a Twinkie for me.
Yeah. So I went to Starbucks and got a chai latte and the iced lemon loaf, which is what I used to get when I was like 15, 16. And
so cute.
it was so it's so nostalgic and so cozy, and like it makes me so happy. Like this baby is definitely like has more of a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely more of a sweet tooth person during pregnancy. But it's been really nice. I was talking to a friend about it because growing up, especially as a kid, I was even less of a sweet tooth than I am as an adult. Like my mom would have like Rice Krispies or Nutri-Grain bars or anything sweet or processed at all in the house, and I'd be like, "Can I have a green apple?" Like seriously, I did not like it. I didn't like cereal. Like everything I was so sensitive to processed sugar, like so sensitive, which is great. It's a good thing. But I actually felt left out a lot. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like in school, and not left out. It's not like anyone meant to, but
it's just like being a vegan. You're like, I'm sorry, I can't all the time. And people just start assuming.
Yeah. Well, I just like being a kid and like cake and like cupcakes and cookies and things like that. I mean, I liked a crunchy cookie, but I don't know. I just felt like I just wasn't normal. I was like, why don't I like anything sweet like everybody else? Anyway, I'm not complaining that I didn't like sweets as a kid, but it's fun now, like having a sweet tooth and being like, I'm gonna get a sweet treat and like be like everybody else. Like,
yeah, you get to be rewarded by your little sweetie treat.
Yeah, I was like, I want like a donut, and like I'm gonna get a donut. Like, how fun is that? Like, like it's.
And you've been listening to your Michael Bublé album while you've been doing it, which is very on brand for you when you were in that era of your life.
I was 15, 16. I loved Michael Bublé's like 2007 album. Even though I think it was like 2009. I was 16. But anyway, it's just been cute. It's been cute. So that's been what I've been craving. So like next is like our physical and spiritual, which is kind of like.
Yeah. They're definitely intertwined at this point.
They're definitely intertwined.
For the both of us, because obviously pregnant and also dealing with body things.
Yeah.
So it's been good. I have recently kind of come to terms with the fact that I don't know that I'm necessarily going to get my peace back in my body anytime soon.
Oh.
And I mean, I get
but
that.
I feel like you kind of did once you got your medicine.
I'm starting to see it again. I'm starting to see the light, and it's become easier. I'm starting to get a win every day when I'm testing my blood pressure, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Like I can start not like I'm not shaking every time I do it. So that's helpful. And I'm like,
he's a little chihuahua.
I like sit there and I'm just like, my mantra now is it's okay to be nervous. Whatever the number is, it's going to be that whether you test it or not. Like, it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
And so
you are your mother.
That's me. That's me prepping myself just to take my blood pressure, just to be clear. This is not some big thing. But it's been good lately. And the thing that I've kind of found is that it's kind of, for me, been what's driving this like analog life is a lot more intentional presence. Mm-hmm. And I think in a way in this season, I've traded my peace for that. Mm-hmm. At least it's the thing that has stepped in its place when I haven't been able to find my peace. Mm. And it's been good. It's gotten me back into practices that I've really loved for my whole life. Like I'm meditating again. I'm doing my breath work. I'm getting back into yoga. The running I'm doing, but like with no headphones. I'm not like trying to like learn something and run and like be productive. and I'm finally like mentally shifting back to wanting to like work out and like be strong in my body again, and not just like chase down this goal of like doing a half marathon by December. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I do a 10K, and maybe I have put on some muscle again since I've lost so much just from being anxious about my body and my health. And I find my meditation routine, and I'm like deep into that again. So yeah, it's all intertwined. I think I will find my peace through being intentionally present, in a new way, a way that feels like I have maybe a little bit more intentional control over that peace, rather than just constantly needing to keep myself in a place of like, not even non-excitement or non-attachment, but like, I feel like peace has been an obligation because it's been the bedrock of my like life, is like I've always had peace in my body, and I've always been chill and slow. And if I don't have that, I'm like, okay, something's wrong. And now it's like, okay, my body is like, something's wrong a little bit all the time right now, is how I mentally feel. And I'm intentionally creating moments of peace for myself. And that is delivering me a lot more control and a lot more good than I think just the obligation to peace.
I like that. Allowing it to just come and go.
Yeah.
Without fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Where are you at? You've got obviously so much going on and changing so fast.
Physically and spiritually, like, you know, those are two different things. I think on a physical level, I mean, I think a lot of people have a really hard time like watching their bodies change, and like, I don't know. I think I'm really grateful. First of all, let me just say I'm really grateful that I have pretty much my whole life had a good relationship with my body, like physically. I do count myself very, very, very lucky that I've never considered myself to have a perfect body, or like that it was like a model, like nothing like that. But I pretty much always had what I think people are calling body neutrality, where it's not like body positivity, where I'm like, yeah, she's gorgeous. And, you know, I grew up like really skinny, and I was never like to the point where I was like, well, skinny looks so good. Like I never had to like talk myself into loving my body. Yeah. I just kind of was like, it's just a body. And I know that's not like, that's not everybody's experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's how it has been for me. And there are some things I look and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of cellulite on my legs or whatever. But it's just, I like kind of just notice it. It's not really anything else. Like I'm like, and what? Like, and what else? Like, what else? Like, what does that matter? And so, yeah, watching my body transform into like having a baby and having a belly and having boobs, I'm like, it's for a purpose. Like I'm not just like gaining weight for nothing.
And you're putting it on, like the way your body is changing with this is, you look beautiful.
Adam,
you look great.
Adam loves it. And I mean, obviously that helps a lot. I will say, like, obviously if you have a really supportive partner, like your self-confidence will reflect your partner's, like how they're talking to you. So obviously that helps. But yeah, I'm grateful that I'm lucky that I have a good relationship with my body. And I think also having losses, I can be as grateful for the changes of my body. I'm like, we're doing it. Like he's still in there and he's like doing great. So I have a good relationship right now, like physically, like we've been trying to go on walks. The weather has like finally, like it's starting to calm down. And
I hope it's not a tease.
I honestly don't think it's that much of a tease. It might just stay up like in the upper 80s, 90, like might hit 90, but like there were days like in June and July, like I mean it was 100, it was 101, like it
was brutal.
It was just miserable.
And humid.
Yeah, just not nice. So So anyway, so physically, yeah, I'm just like, I'm feeling good. I'm going on walks. I'm doing my yoga. Whatever. Spiritually, I feel like I just am in the same spot where I'm like, I'm half in this world, half in like some magical spiritual world, because
Yeah.
I have a little being in me that's
Still tethered to both.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like he's a real human being, but he's also like an organ in a way. Like it's just such a strange thing, but yeah, I'm just always grateful. So I think I just have I'm just in both. But yeah, so that kind of leads us into like pregnancy update or pregnancy like story time.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't go like forever on this, but I did say we would tell like at least one of our like spiritual things about the pregnancy at the beginning. So what should I do? The prophecy maybe?
Sure, yeah, start there.
So there's been if you didn't listen to the first episode, there was a lot of signs. There was a lot of things that pointed to a successful pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not going to go into too much, but if you're trying to conceive, don't take these as like what should be your signs. And also just if you hate that kind of stuff, you can skip this. So I'll just say, so the prophecy, there was this guy in December last year, December like 17th, it was like the night I ovulated to create our last miscarriage. Which is it's just crazy. This guy, we came out of this restaurant, was like, I don't need to say who it is. Anyway, he
the father of a big Christian artist.
Yeah. So he's very, very, very Christian. And but I'm the type of girl where I'm like, if somebody's
all your bubble gum.
I was like, if you have a prophecy for me, if you are a witch, or if you're a Christian, or if you're a what, I don't care what you are, and you see something for me for my life, I'm like, read my palms. Sure, I don't give a shit. Like, what do you feel? Like, I'm open. I'm very open.
If you're feeling connected to me, let me know what it is.
Yeah. So this man was like, I am feeling like a prophetic message. Can I like tell it to you? And I'm like, yeah, like for sure. And he said that he saw 3 clouds, and before, like at this point, I had 2 miscarriages. Okay. But I wasn't thinking anything. So I'll just say he saw 3 clouds over my life. And he was like, and the 3rd cloud is the biggest. And he was like, you know, in the Bible, he was talking about, like I said, he was Christian. He was like that clouds can represent like a revelation or a big change or something. Like he wasn't giving anything specific. But he did say revelation or change. And so I'm thinking, 3 big changes. I was like, yeah, well, I've gone through like some big life changes, obviously. Like, you know, we deconstructed our faith, and then we went vegan, and then we went unvegan. And I'm like, maybe there's like a 3rd big identity shift, you know. I'm thinking on that level. But what he also, like I said, mentioned that the 3rd cloud was like the biggest. And I think with everything combined, when I had my 3rd miscarriage, which was our biggest miscarriage in the sense that it was the scariest, it was like
the longest.
I either had like retained tissue, or it was possibly ectopic that self-resolved, but it was like a whole scary situation. ER, there was like, you know, potentially I was gonna have to take this medicine, like all this stuff. It was the biggest miscarriage, so the biggest cloud. And you know, after a cloud and after a storm, there's a rainbow, right? And so it was like one of those things where after I had gone through that, I was like, well, he said 3 clouds, and
you're
maybe
like, there better not be another one.
Maybe that meant miscarriages. Maybe those clouds were like this little storms in my life. And then I got pregnant for the 4th time, and he stuck. And
he was different from the beginning.
And it was one of those stories and situations, and again, we'll go into all more of them as we go through these episodes. But that like I felt a confirmation of being like, okay, like this is the one.
Yeah.
And so that was cool. And and
Yeah.
then in combination with other things that I'll share later on.
That's the first story you get. The rest of them they'll come along.
Yeah, though I did like promise that we would. So that's that. Do you want to go into couples therapy or pop culture?
Yeah, let's do couples therapy.
Okay, go.
I think the thing that I have been reminiscing on, I don't know. I had a big like cry this last week just thinking about being a kid and being so far away from being childhood and all of that kind of stuff. And I ended up just kind of like talking to my parents and like doing all sorts of stuff. But it was an opportunity that I feel like we ended up having where we were able to talk quite a bit through that about things even in this journey of pregnancy that we haven't really been able to talk about before. And also just like, I don't know, it opened me up in a different way. And I think the overarching theme that I've felt this last week or just kind of been reflecting on is passion, whether that's showing the passion you have, re-embracing the passions that you have had your whole life. Like that's been kind of the theme this week for me of things. And that's like, if you aren't sharing your passion, your actual emotions, your actual feelings, the things you want, the things that make you feel like you with your partner, there's just not really much there. There's not a whole lot of,
And you don't have to share it, like you don't have to mutually experience them, but share, just like verbally talk about it and like share in that way.
It like gives some actual like context, a little bit of like weight to your relationship. It's the place where you can actually have those big conversations.
Because those things will change too.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you never include them, your partner in it, it's like you could experience a whole like era of your life and then they weren't ever a part of it. They didn't even know.
They didn't even know that you were going through something. They didn't know you were going through mental shifts. They don't even know that you're a different person now in your own brain than you were 3 months ago.
Or just like the hobbies though. I just even mean like as simple as like, you go through something and like hobbies are hobbies. Sometimes you're like done with it and then it's like, if you never like shared it, then you didn't. Like
you were just alone doing it.
Yeah, it was a potential that like they just will have never known.
Yeah, and I think that's like obviously we met each other in our passion.
Yeah,
and we have followed our passions throughout the years that we've been together, and it's been the biggest thing that has allowed us to be, as we say all the time, in different relationships within our marriage.
Yeah,
like we have been so many different people now, and we love each other more for it. Because there's just we've been in the depths of each other's passions, and we've also seen each other move on, and we've also seen each other just like even in the little things.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah. How about you?
So there's a question. We always fight over small stuff that snowballs. How do you stop an argument before it spirals? So I would say to that, stop fighting over the small stuff.
You're like, stop fighting.
Like,
fight over.
Stop fighting. But actually, I mean, that's probably the first step is so like often both sides of a relationship, like people can just get annoyed and like just want to nitpick everything. And I feel like we're not very nitpicky type human beings. I think that's like helped us in our relationship. So yeah, stop fighting over the small stuff so it doesn't snowball. But
I feel like the primary thing that's helped mitigate those fights in the first place for us is saying thank you for the small stuff.
I was gonna say, like, open up vulnerably. Like, the reason why people nitpick is because they're feeling vulnerable in some way, and they're not feeling protected, safe, seen, loved, whatever. Like, there's a reason why people like nitpick, because they're just like not feeling like, they're feeling insecure, and they're just like projecting like insecurity. And so I think it's a place of vulnerability where we try to, it's like a defense mechanism to like nitpick somebody. And at least in my experience and what I've like felt in my life, it's been that, or you just don't feel comfortable in that relationship, or feel like that person's just not like, you don't feel like loved or seen or whatever. And so I think there's like a point of vulnerability that you have to get to, that's like before, or, you know, maybe you're feeling annoyed and you like want to tell them to do things better or fix that or do whatever. And it's like, okay, you can have that conversation, but like, what's the root? Like, yeah, you got to get to like the root of like why you're feeling these, like,
what are you needing validated in?
Like, why is he always leaving this around? Why is he always doing this? Why is he always late for that? Like, why is he never cleaning up this? It's like, okay, those things are probably true. Like, it's definitely not to like invalidate those feelings, because is likely what you're seeing or feeling is likely true. But why is it like, why are you so bothered by it? Like, why is this bubbling up for you? And it's probably because like, well, it's annoying because like I feel like I'm always doing this, or I'm whatever, and we just haven't spent a lot of time together, so I feel like every time we are together I'm just like cleaning up after their mess, or like I just feel like I'm thinking about everything that I have to do when I'm with them. It's like there's always like a deeper there's always something deeper, because nobody's perfect. So everybody's going to leave shit around the house. Everybody's going to like go through phases where they're not being the best partner. But what is it that you're needing that's bugging you really bad right now?
Yeah. That's good.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then maybe communicate that and like have that conversation, and then be like, maybe in the same conversation, if you can, I think we could probably, if I was like open about like, hey, I just feel like we haven't like spent a lot of time together, whatever. And then be like, and because of that, I feel like I could say, and because of that, I'm feeling like every little thing that you do that's really not a big deal is making me feel like it's a big deal. And
because like all we get is small moments together.
Yeah. And so I think if you really approach it vulnerably, where you're in need of something like emotional or like whatever, and then you're able to address like, so like when you leave your socks on the ground, it's like, honestly, I understand it's not a big deal, because it's not at the end of the day. Like, it's truly not, but it's throwing me over the edge, because that's all I'm thinking about when it comes to you right now. Because that's whatever, you know, that's just like an example.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think that's really good.
But then you were kind of saying the thank you thing. Like, I think that's like a vulnerability and showing gratefulness towards your partner. I don't think enough partners thank each other. They just kind of expect stuff. Yeah. And they're just like, oh yeah, well, that's just like what he does. Like, he just makes me coffee and I just do this. And so it's like, well, no, nobody just does anything. Yeah. Yeah. It's always a choice.
And I think it's too, it's like, especially with the things that I don't necessarily like, I'm not around for, like, just for me to like walk into the house and like, it's clean. And I'm like, oh man, like, I walk into the bedroom and I'm like, oh yeah, the bed's made. That doesn't just make itself. Right. Like, thank you for doing that. Like, that was really nice actually, to be able to just, and not like it's I don't care if it's messy, because I'm like, oh, that's fine. If it's not made, that's fine too. Like, it's not going to ruin my day. But like, you made a choice to make sure that when you walked into the room and when I walked into the room, it was nice. And that the house was that clean, and I didn't have to come in and like scrub all the dishes before I started dinner. Like, something like that. You know? And like like you said, like in the case that you do have to do that, like, that's fine, because it's okay, because you know, like, tomorrow you could come home to a squeaky clean house. Yeah. It's like, you just whatever. And also, I just know that it feels good, especially when you're saying thank you to me. Like, it feels good to know that you are seeing me for who I am, even when I'm not with you. You're not only seeing me for who I am when I am with you. You're like, you trust, and I, and mutually, we trust that even when we're not around, we're trying to do what's best for each other. Yep. Yeah. So, and when you have that trust, it's a lot easier to break up those little fights, because you're like, what am I talking about? If I trust the intention of you, I have to be believing that your intention is good, even in this fight. Right. That you want us to be better. You don't want to hurt me. Right. I'm not trying to fix you. I'm trying to fix us. Like, it's always like okay. You're like, no, us is so good. I don't want this little tiny thing to become a problem. Right. Exactly. So it's like kind of both. It's like, I would say primarily, for the most part, to most couples, stop fighting over the small stuff. But at the same time, once you get into a good rhythm, you can bring up smaller stuff and it be like,
a healthy, no big deal. As long as that your partner doesn't feel like it's been a bunch of small stuff over and over and you're in a season of, nitpicking each other. Because then, anyway, like
Nobody
I said,
likes that.
there's like a deeper,
Neither person likes that.
No, that's true. Like neither person wants to be, nobody wants to be the one nitpicking because that feels like shit. And nobody wants to be the one who's like being nitpicked. Like it's just, nobody likes that.
Yeah.
So anyway.
You both are like, this sucks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, pop culture. What do we got?
Oops, I did it again.
Britney Spears is back?
No, Britney Spears is back, but she posted naked photos. But
on Instagram
like,
again with knives,
knee-high boots.
Oh, okay.
And she's like turned around and she put like a rose emoji or something over her ass crack. And people are like freaking out and I'm like, it's Britney fucking Spears. Like what are we freaking out about? Like I think when she posts like photos and videos and just at this point I'm like, I don't care. Like her, again, maybe it's a body neutrality thing. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
you're not expecting her to be the sex symbol she once was, but that's still how she's behaving.
Well, I don't know. I don't even think of it. I'm just like, I mean, I remember going through a phase where I like posted more like nude-ish type, whatever, photos. Not like actually nude. But
don't
like,
go searching the archives.
No, it's just, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But it like doesn't feel, it's not like, the naked body to me doesn't feel like a thirst trap. Unless it's like, you can obviously tell it's like a thirst trap. But like it was like from behind. She was like looking out a window. I'm like, okay, so what? Like, so what? I think the only thing that stands out to me with Britney Spears is like her captions. Like her captions are clearly like from a semi like manic state.
Yeah.
You can tell. Again, this is like something I can read manic text so easily.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can, honestly. I'm not like a genius or anything. But like you could just tell with all the dots and all the like run-on sentences and half sentences and repeated words. And it's just like, what is this? So anyway, I think the photos themselves, no big deal. Like who cares? Yeah. Like
we actually need to be looking past those real quick.
No, it's just the words. And like, just try to listen to what she's saying. Like when I was reading her captions, I was like, oh, like she really is trying to just express herself. Like she's not the most eloquent with her words right now and the way she's typing, but like you can tell she's
got something she's got to get out.
Yeah, like she's just writing semi like poetry.
Yeah.
And anyway, I just noticed anytime like she's in like the articles, whatever, I'm just like, I don't even know why this was even an article because I'm like, it's Britney Spears.
Duh.
And it's really not even that crazy unless she's putting herself like in danger. Like, why is she in articles?
Yeah,
like,
right. You're like, just let her be. It's fine.
She's like painting and like doing. I'm just like, the girl. She's just a creative little butterfly who finally gets to like be that again. And let her just be.
Let her figure it out.
Yeah.
In other news, the movie Good Boy. Have you seen anything about this?
No.
It is a horror movie about a dog who like is trying to help their owner survive, basically like the invasion of like demons and stuff, like spirits and all of that. And
this sounds like the worst movie of my life.
The trailer went viral, and on the day that the trailer went viral and everybody saw this, they expanded it from a limited release to a worldwide release. And you want to know what the top Google search for the day was? Does the dog and Good Boy survive? Like, top search from everybody. And they ended up convincing the director to spoil the ending. Not even to keep him alive.
Okay.
But to tell everybody
that he does.
Yes, in fact, he does live. The dog lives. It's like the top thing on the IMDb is that the dog lives.
Well, because if he doesn't, like literally no one's going to
go see it. You're like, put it back to a limited release. Nobody cares.
Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. No, the dog lives. So, spoiler. If you're going to see Good Boy, the dog lives. Everybody knows.
But
now.
you know, but even the turmoil of like, oh, he's trapped or hurt. Or
I know.
This, I'm
you're like,
not for me.
Yeah.
Like, no freaking way.
Yeah. Apparently, we have a lot of control over directors these days. After the Sonic movie, directors are on their toes.
Well, yeah. When it's like such a massive,
yeah,
like.
They're like, I didn't
response.
I didn't think a million people would watch this movie, no less watch the trailer.
Right.
And be begging me.
You
Literally
need to
the top
respond
Google search
appropriately.
of the day that trailer dropped was does the dog and Good Boy survive?
That's wild. But no, I mean, that's crazy, but that makes so much sense. No one would fucking see that movie.
No. It'd be canceled.
It would be canceled. Like,
PETA would be all over it.
well, no, it's just like everybody's like, I can deal with horror, but like heartbreak.
You're like, no, I want the doggo to help.
Yeah, no. Anyway, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's an interesting story. I will never in my life ever see that.
No, you will not see Good Boy.
Would you?
Nah, not really.
Nah.
There's so many other movies that I would like to go see that I don't go see. I'm not going to spend my time on something like that. But
Okay.
I
Yeah.
do think that's interesting that there are so many people in the world that are like you, but they probably will go see the dog movie.
Like me?
Yeah. I mean, like,
I'm
I get
not
that.
special. Like,
Clearly, everybody in the
Yeah.
world is like, the dog must survive.
yeah, no. That is a human experience.
We're like, all the other people don't care.
We're like, slaughter everyone
Bury
else.
them, but the dog must live.
Literally, I don't care. Like, no, but even the idea that a dog would be scared or anything, like,
Yeah.
no, a dog can't be in a happy movie. Like, I can't even have animals just can't be in movies for me.
Yeah.
At all. Like, it can't even be like good for me.
No
to
dogs.
enjoy it.
Sorry, dog actors.
No, it can't. Okay.
That's it.
A word of the week. Wow.
Word of the week. What is my word of the week? I actually know this one. Oh yeah, it was just present. It was just like, I'm
Cute.
feeling present. I know I want to. We're about to go on our little vacation, our little baby moon. And I'm like, I know we're just going to be together, hanging out, chilling, just being present with one another.
Present.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
Are you going to get me a present for my birthday?
I mean, I haven't, but I can.
No. I'm kidding. I'm getting a massage. Restorative. Because, yeah, we're about to leave. Because it's like, yeah, it's been a busy weekend. It's been a crazy month. And I am looking forward to a restorative birthday and birthday trip, baby moon trip. Like, it's one and the same. And just like being with you and like hanging out and just like being like,
I'm just gonna stare
chill.
at your belly all day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be sitting there like,
Yeah, we won't be watching TV, so it's like, yeah. So anyway, that's it. Restorative and present.
Good.
I like that.
We're gonna reconnect with the
Nature.
earth, with nature. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be in the mountains.
So yeah, let us know your word of the week, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into La La La.
La, la, la.
We love you guys, and until next time,
Bye.
bye.